Here's a new lodge I've never been to. This one is just outside of Kokomo, Indiana, and it's that's a PH, so it's Naphtali, lodge number 389 here in, it's actually just across the street from Taylor High School. I mean, right across the street. From the outside, it looks like it's a pretty new lodge. The great thing is it's a one-level lodge. There's so many members that are getting older, and typically your newer lodges are going to be one level. One, you don't have to deal with stairs, you don't have to deal with elevators, you don't have to deal with chairlifts and all that. A lot of older lodges, you'll find that they've got chairlifts or some older elevators, and oftentimes, well, those things just break down. They're mechanical. They break down and have issues. But not this lodge. This lodge is all one level. And actually, a lodge we just left over there, and check out the other video in Tipton. It's called Austin Lodge 128, I believe it is. Check out that lodge. They're all one level too, brand new. I say brand new. They were built back in '99, I believe it was, after their first lodge caught on fire. But you can definitely check out that video. But we're gonna knock on this door and see if we can gain interest. But I just wanted to show you the outside of this one here. As I'm walking across you can see they've got a nice little stone here that says 1869, 1992. So my guess is they probably had that building there. They probably made that because this building here does not look like it's all that old. This might have been built in 92. But we're going to find out some more about that one. There's also an Eastern Star chapter here, looks like. So they got that. You'll find that. We saw that in the other lodge we were just at, that they had an Eastern Star chapter there. And they were starting a commandery there also. But we're going to go in and see if we can gain interest, because you've just entered the coolest life. I'm in. Oh boy, hope they don't know it. So came in the main doors here. There's a nice hallway. They've got a pretty cool little sitting area here. They said they want to strut candidates in this room, which is kind of neat. This room, like most Masonic lodges, they'll rent it out to different people, not only their own brothers, but anybody in the community that would like to rent it out. $50 to $100 to get this room. Nice room set up, good size, lots of tables, full kitchen. It's always really neat to see rooms like that. Now over here on this lodge, you'll see they've got their officers, picture of their officers that you don't typically see in a lot of lodges. Some have those or scattered, but they've got them way back. This one is 68, 1960. So they've got them all every year of their officers all the way around this wall, and they keep going over here. Of course, they got George Washington. This, of course, is not the lodge room. This is their dining room. And then they've got an Eastern Star chapter here, which is their grand worthy matrons are here. And also I noticed they've got their picture of the Indiana Masonic home. Now this Masonic home, unlike the one in Georgia is for children. The one here in Indiana is the Masonic home for elderly, is what it is. Brother Mason's nursing home, I guess, hospital, and is set up here. The one in Georgia actually started that way as a nursing home, but it evolved into a children's home. Something different. So you don't find that every day, and some states don't have a Masonic home at all, but typically it becomes your main charity where you raise money for. There's always little things like this around lodge rooms. Some nice pictures. I've seen this one here before. It's got lots of the different symbols, and from darkness to light, getting more light. This is typically what you're going to see in most lodge rooms coming in to sign your guest register book. And here's the main room here. This lodge was located up the street, and they had a fire some years ago and built this one. So this building's less than 30 years old, and you can see that they've got some ornateness to their columns also. The globes look pretty identical. I'm fascinated with columns and globes. I like them. They look like both celestial globes. Or is it terrestrial? I think it's terrestrial.
There's a hot seat up there. That's where the master sat.
Yeah. You can see the different ornateness. Pretty common. They've got all the same. Some leather work.
I don't know wire in
That's some
there.
leather work there.
Right
And
here,
nice
charge.
poles, nice columns. Now this column is supposed to be sitted down. There's a reason for that. And you have to become a mason to figure out why is this column laying down sideways, and yet that one is standing up. You see it right there? That one is standing up. He said at one time they had these collars or ropes or jewels. They had these. This, of course, is for our senior warden. They had the thicker ones, and they didn't like them, so they got the smaller ones. They're a little lighter, a little easier to handle. You can see the staffs. The staff here, we saw in one other lodge where these were made of metal. Most of them you're going to find are wood. And then, of course, you could see some of the little extra detail they put on this one here. That's for our junior deacon. You know, got a square up here for some reason. Don't know why. Maybe they use it for the degree work. Maybe they don't. We got a really nice wood sculpture here of the square compasses. Nice. It's not plastic, it's wood. Did a really good job with it. Yeah. Yeah. Typical. You see the steps. You got 3 steps there. We were just saying that. 1 step here. Over here. 1 step. And then over here. 2 steps. Now, does this open?
First 2 degrees.
Does this open, Gary?
Yeah.
Opens from the front?
Pardon?
Does it open? Yeah, okay, so you got a piano hinge here. It looks like, no, maybe not. Just the top opens, okay. Yeah, looks like it's got a key there. Nice. Nice.
It might, I think there's a bulb in,
A bulb. That's your extra light bulbs for the side. Nice.
yeah,
Nice.
got one,
Never have enough of those.
got 2.
They go out eventually. So many of these I've seen, they're just custom made. You see, it's not if not you've seen one, you've seen them all. If you've seen one, you've seen one. That's it, because they're all so different. Even this one here, compared to the last one we were at, the whole thing moved off, and it was actually a different material that they used. It's amazing. I just love the workmanship, because you know it's
90, here, that's 93 when that, you can have
okay.
that.
Okay, yeah, right. Thanks. Most of the brothers, a lot of times you find these are built by someone within the lodge, and so they're just so different. And sometimes they get plans from someplace else, and also
Here
what?
they're sounding blocks,
Oh, nice.
but
That's names, huh?
We
You don't
don't
use them,
use
huh?
the first time somebody uses them, it cracks that
Yeah, you don't want that.
coating. So we just don't use them.
You know, you probably wouldn't even use them for a gavel, would you? Because even with a gavel, you're going.
There's the gavels that go with them.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, crap! Give me that. That's a nice gavel. Nice. Okay. Yeah, it's a whole set there. That's nice.
Yeah.
You see some, I've seen some that made it out of polyurethane. Most of them are wood like this, though.
A member from Greentown made them.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah, some people just do that for yeah. Oh, okay. That's a nice set there, yeah. Huh. I like the columns here, too, that you have.
Yeah.
I've seen
See-
some where the columns sit here to the side, but yours are
A lot of
dead
this stuff
center.
come out of the building that burnt.
Okay.
All these benches did. They got them out.
Now, I've seen the plenty here, your corn, that it's hanging. I saw that in one other lodge was hanging like that. I've never seen that before except in the state of Indiana. Is that pretty common to see that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also over the junior warden's desk, is that pretty?
Yeah.
Okay, that's where it's at. Okay, nice.
That's part of the
Degree
second
work.
degree.
Sure. Sure. Huh. Nice. And that's another thing I've noticed. Some lodges will actually call them in Georgia. We don't necessarily call our degrees first, second, third degree. We just don't. We call them the EA degree, the fellowcraft degree, and the master's degree. That's what we call them. We call them that throughout the. But I've noticed Indiana and also Hawaii was the same way. They're like, yeah, we're doing proficiency on the second degree. And you're like, okay. In Georgia, we say you're doing proficiency on the fellowcraft. It's just a terminology. We all know what it means, but it takes a minute for it to. It's just because state by state, everything's a little different. I've also noticed this here. This is kind of neat. That's something your three gray lights, a little different stand there. It's still in the same position as the other one was in the last lodge we looked at. And I've seen some lodges where it's actually here, sitting right here, and not dead center. That looks like it's pretty centered, and the lights come on. Those are nice. Nice. And of course, the master sits up here. A lot of lodges you'll see the master's chair will look similar to the others, but it'll be a lot bigger. They'll have a lot bigger
Yeah, I
back
see
to
a
it.
lot of them that's,
And I've seen where they stair
these
step
are
too.
old.
Oh, are they? They look like they're in great shape. Some must have refinished them fairly recently because the wood, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
we
got
need
good
to
color
get-
to it.
All the pews there.
Yeah.
And they're kind of really uncomfortable.
Oh, is that right? Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people are going to more stadium type seating where they've got the seats that you would find in a movie theater kind of seating, or like what you got over there, the different color ones there. Those are probably for Eastern Star, are they not? The colored chairs for the Eastern Star. Yeah, you would typically use those any kind of degree work in masonry. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this tour. Gary was nice enough to let us in and tell us a little bit about this lodge. It's a really nice lodge if you get a chance to come visit them. When do you meet?
The first Thursday of the month.
First Thursday of the month, probably eat at 7, or you meet at 7:30?
7:00.
7 o'clock, okay. Eat at 6 o'clock if you're eating?
We don't, yeah, for degree work, we eat at 6.
Okay,
For a stated meeting, we don't.
okay. But definitely give these brothers a call. You can find them on Facebook. That's how I found them. But definitely come out and visit them. I'm sure they'll welcome you with open arms and give you a tour of the lodge just like they gave me today. Right now, we're going to let you go, and be sure to like and subscribe to this video for future videos coming up, because you are now exiting the coolest life.